Welcome, Rasmanites, to another movie review. And this week, it's another installment in my Life Changers in Film and Television series as we take a look at Field of Dreams. Today, on the Razman's Reality. Field of Dreams is based on a novel by W.P. Kinsella entitled Shoeless Joe, and it follows the story of Iowa farmer Ray Kinsella, played by Kevin Costner, who hears a voice out in the fields come down from the heavens, and the voice says to him, if you build it, he will come. It turns out that the he is his father's favorite baseball player, Shoeless Joe Jackson. After the miracle of Shoeless Joe Jackson appearing in this field on Ray's farm, Ray learns that he has another mission and hears the message ease his pain. Upon attending a rally in school with his wife about literature that's being unfairly burned, he learns that his mission is to go and find the writer of this literature, a 60s idealist by the name of Terrence Mann, played by the great James Earl Jones. Ray has much difficulty convincing James Earl to come with him on this journey until James Earl realizes that he is not going to get rid of Ray unless he does. So the two attend a baseball game at Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, where they hear the voice tell them both, go the distance. On the scoreboard above the Green Monster, they see stats for a young ball player by the name of Archibald Moonlight Graham, an individual who got one at bat in the minors and never got to play again. They go on a journey to the town of Chisholm, Minnesota, in search of Moonlight Graham, only to discover that Moonlight Graham turned out to be a beloved doctor who changed the lives of many, many people along his journey, but B has been dead for many a year. Ray and Terrence are left scratching their heads, wondering why they were sent to find Moonlight Graham if Moonlight is in fact dead. Ray takes a walk around town to clear his head and is magically transported back to the year 1974, where he runs into, yes, the late Archibald Moonlight Graham, played by the late, great Burt Lancaster. Dr. Moonlight Graham tells Ray that while he sometimes wishes that his baseball dreams could have come true, the real tragedy would have been if he never became a doctor, because of all the lives that he was able to successfully help and change, and also the meaning of his wife, Alicia. Ray and Terrence, of course, are then left more puzzled, because why were they sent to find Dr. Graham if they're not supposed to bring Dr. Graham back with them? They then run into young Archie Graham, who is the teenage version of Dr. Graham, and take him back to the Field of Dreams to live his dream. He gets one at bat and gets to face one pitcher before stepping off the magical baseball field, which was something the ghosts cannot do if they wish to return, in order to save Ray's daughter from choking to death. During the course of all this, Terrence Mann learns that the Kinsellas are broke, and their farm is about to be taken from them. This has caused Ray and his wife Annie to become so desperate that they are considering tearing down the field. This is when Terrence Mann learns what his mission there was and why he was brought to the Field of Dreams. It's to be done with wanting privacy, to once again face the world and face his true passion of writing and write about this magical place. He does so by following the ghost into the cornfield. Was Terrence Mann ever really still alive? Or did he die when he went into the cornfield? That is one of the mysteries of this film, but that's what happens. Which leads us to our final story of redemption in the film, which is Ray himself. When they are going to Chisholm, Minnesota to track down Dr. Ram, Ray tells Terrence Mann his story of his father and the terrible fight that they had when his father tried to push him to be a baseball player. Ray didn't want to be. Ray says he can never respect a man whose hero was a criminal. That hero is indeed Shoeless Joe Jackson. Ray knew Shoeless Joe wasn't a criminal, but he said those things anyway. So the final form of redemption in this film is when it turns out that the field was never built by Ray for Shoeless Joe, but to once again allow Ray to see his father. He and his father have a game of catch as the film ends. So as you can see, Field of Dreams is not a baseball movie. Baseball is rather just the backdrop for an amazing story of redemption. And that is why Field of Dreams to me qualifies as a life changer in film, because it was such an emotional story for me. My whole life I have dreamed of becoming an athlete, and always felt as if I was an athlete trapped in the wrong body. So Field of Dreams, when I watch it, to me teaches me never to give up on your dreams, and it's never too late to make good on life and take life for what it is and try to become a good person out of it, which is ironically one of the things that led me to be a filmmaker, because I thought, well, if I can't do the sports end of what this film teaches, maybe one day I can make a film as good as this. And that is what is so powerful about the Field of Dreams, because not only is it a great film and a story that just doesn't get told anymore, but it is a story and a film that can be interpreted in many ways by many people, but it will ultimately affect you as long as you have a soul. For my uncle, who was like my second father, to him it was about being Archibald Moonlight Graham. He was a great baseball player who gave up on his dream because he was stubborn and didn't want to cut his hair. And all his life, he was the athlete wondering what might have been. To this very day and age, the Field of Dreams still stands in Iowa, and people from all around the entire world come to play on the Field of Dreams and create their own childhood memories, create memories with their family, or remember and regret their own mistakes in life. Whatever Field of Dreams does for you, it is a life changer in film, and a story that I just miss so dearly on film, because nowadays when you see a movie is what it is, and that's all it's going to be. Whereas this is a different movie for whoever sees it. This is reality according to the Razman. And Razman style, it's not just a catchphrase, but a way of life.